Are you ready? Are you ready to rock?
As usual, yes.
That's grand. It's
Look,
really cold.
it's pink outside.
What?
Pink.
It's blue from where I am.
It's kind of pinkish blue.
It's blue for boys.
Huh?
From here. There's probably a very nice sunrise.
That's what I mean. Why don't we see it?
Because the
But you know,
shutters are only open a tiny little bit and the curtains are only open a tiny little bit.
why? Why don't you just open the bloody shutters and
Oh,
then...
well, you were the one that was over there like a minute ago. Like rolling around on the floor with a tennis ball.
Yes.
Like a
Because I was in
dog.
pain.
Yeah. Well, it could be nice. Why don't you go over there and open it?
Because I'm in bed.
Well, get out of bed.
No! Are you crazy?
Do you want me to get out of bed and go and do it?
No, I would never ask you to do such a sacrifice.
What?
I will get out of bed once the nature calls me to do so.
Nature's calling from outside right now. Listen to the birds.
Well, go open the bloody window then. And freeze to death.
I can go and open the window. I just don't want you to go, it's too cold now. I'll not open the window. I'll fucking open the shutters and the curtains. I'm not opening the window.
You can open the shutters then. If you want to. I mean, I'm not stopping you.
Aren't you supposed to say I'm not forcing you?
No, I said I'm not stopping you. You
Oh.
can go and open the window. Shutters.
I don't want to open the window.
Shutters.
Okay.
When are we going to
It
do
might be.
boxing?
What?
We haven't done boxing for ages.
Yeah, we've been
I've
busy.
forgotten everything.
We've been busy.
I've forgotten all my boxing.
We've been busy.
I box like a girl.
Well, you are a girl.
I know.
Well, there you go. Dude, look, I'm gonna go over there
Uh-huh.
and I'm gonna.
I box like a little girl. I box like Jasmine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep talking.
I'm not a girl actually. I don't know if you've noticed. Have you noticed? You can't talk because you don't have your thingies on. Because you're opening the shutters. See, I told you. I told you it was pink. Wow. That's fiery. I mean, you can't really see it from here, but you can see the reflection of the fiery sunrise in the shutter. And the shutter is very fiery.
The sunrise is quite beautiful. The sun is rising at about 6 in the morning. It's quite beautiful. I should have filmed it a little bit this morning,
Bloody hell.
but I wasn't that
Why do they make
organised.
these? Why do they make these things so painful?
What, the headphones?
Yes.
They're not painful. You've just got a funny shaped head.
My head
They're not
is
painful for
perfectly-
anyone else on the planet except you.
My head is perfectly fine shaped.
Oh, your ears are funny then.
They kind of...
Hang off your head.
No. Pinch your ears. They
What?
pinch your ears.
Oh, that's how they stay on your head.
Yeah, no.
Otherwise they'd fall off.
But my ears weren't made for holding a microphone.
I should have filmed the sunrise.
Oh.
I've got my priorities wrong. I didn't realise it was going to be so nice.
Oh, damn it. They planned the sunrise on the wrong day.
No, it's really nice. It's really, really beautiful over there.
Oh. Can't see it from here.
I know you can't see it from there, but it's... Go over and have a look.
Okay.
The quality of your day will be improved.
You think?
Yes, I know. The quality of your day will be improved by observing a little bit of the beauty of nature. What? What? The unicorn. I will not steal your unicorn, as they say. I know that light is difficult for you.
It's a beautiful sunrise. It's a bit too light.
Don't stare at the sun.
Well, how am I supposed
You'll
to
go
enjoy
blind.
the sunrise without staring at the sun?
Well, you look around it. You observe the horizon. You don't
The unicorn looks like
stare into the fiery furnace of
the unicorn looks like it's pooping.
the. Must be nice to have a unicorn.
Well,
It's comfortable, that unicorn.
since you stole all the cushions,
I
I was left with
didn't steal them. They were just there, so I used
left
them.
with a unicorn. Okay, sorry. Since you've used all the cushions, I had to use something else, didn't I?
You did. You did.
Why is my neck and my shoulders? It's not the shoulders. It's the between shoulders. Why is the thing between my shoulders so sore?
I don't know.
It's just so
Too much
tight.
shopping, maybe.
No, not really. So
Yeah.
it's too tight. It's not comfortable. It's not even the good kind of sore, you know. You can have the good kind of sore when you exercise too much and you can feel your muscles in your back. But this is not the good kind of sore. This
Is
is
it
the
the bad kind of sore?
this is the bad kind of sore where it's just tight and nasty and it's not helping anything. It's not the kind of ooh my muscles are growing sore. It's the kind of ooh something's really tight back there sore. I need a massage. No, I need a masseur. Ow, a big fat guy with a tattoo on his left chest muscle.
Oh, what kind of tattoo?
I don't know, maybe a rose, dragon, or both at the same time. Sometimes they do those weird tattoos so you don't know what it is.
Like a dragon eating a rose.
Yes.
Whilst riding a bicycle
Yes.
and eating a hot dog.
And a name. Surrounded with thorns or something. The name of his girlfriend. On his left pectoral.
Barbara.
Yes. Margaret.
Oh, Margaret. That's a really bad tattoo to have. You know?
Martha.
Yeah, that's a really bad tattoo to have.
Why? Would you have against Margaret?
I don't know if it was like Beth or
Jessie.
Lucy or... No, not Jessie, for God's sake.
I know Jessie.
No.
Jessie. Peter.
You bet, Jessie.
Rose. Could be Rose.
Oh, there you go, Rose. Yeah. Yeah, some things just don't look cool when they're tattooed, like Jemima.
Jemima's alright. Martha would probably not look very cool. Or Graham. Why couldn't he have a Graham tattooed on his left
That's a
pectoral?
fucking stupid name. It really is.
I wouldn't mind if he had a boyfriend instead of a girlfriend. I'd be fine with that. As long as he can give me a massage.
Bizarre set of requests.
It's like those bands that go to a concert and have those weird requests like, oh, we need 75 petals of roses on the stage and 3 cans of Coke. That has to be exactly 5.7 degrees cold.
Didn't we talk about that before?
I don't know about what. My request when it comes to masseurs.
It's called Riders. That's the band's set of requests.
Riders.
It's called a rider, a
Yeah.
band's set of requests.
Okay.
And a lot of bands have them a lot of big bands have them for the simple reason that you are testing whether or not your promoter has actually read the needs of the band.
Oh, okay.
So
So they put something ridiculous
yeah,
there.
that was one of the original ideas connected with it. That the band didn't
Okay.
really want those things, but it was just testing whether or not the promoter had actually read all of the requests. They put in
Ah.
something ridiculously silly to mean that they didn't have to check every little detail. Because if they knew the silly thing was taken care of, then everything serious would be taken care of.
Like the sound and
Yeah.
things like that.
Yeah. So in order to check it, they'd have like I think the story was that the Van Halen would have certain numbers of certain coloured M&Ms or Skittles or some kind of weird sweet or something. Yeah, they'd have to be or only one colour of Skittles or something weird like that, in placed in a bowl on a dressing table or something. And if that bowl was on the dressing table, then they'd know that every single thing was taken care
Gonna
of.
be okay.
But if that bowl wasn't there, then they'd know they'd have to go and check and double check everything. Yeah.
That's actually quite clever.
Yeah, I know. It's actually quite a thoughtful idea there. It's the same way that if you're writing contracts with companies, sometimes you put in absurd requests in the contract because the focus is then on the absurd request rather than any of the other issues that might change that you don't want to change. So, and I've suggested this before to people, that at certain times you make absolutely absurd requests in order, not because you actually want the request, but it's a way of testing or checking or providing some kind of security in the situation. Basically not everything is what it appears to be. Just because somebody says they want something, it doesn't actually mean that they want that thing. There's a lot of misdirection. I think about a lawyer in a court of law. The questions they ask might appear to go in one direction, but really they might be looking for a completely different kind of information. They'll ask something which is seemingly logical in order to prove something which is seemingly illogical.
Well, when I ask for a masseur, I do want one.
Yeah.
Can I get one for my birthday?
Yeah, do you want a big biker kind of guy?
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Yeah.
Big beard. No need for it. It doesn't have to
Shaved head.
Yeah, shaved
big
head.
beard.
Yeah.
Black
Doesn't
sunglasses.
need to have hair. Just beard. No sunglasses.
Weird denim jacket.
Need the tattoo. And
Must have a tattoo.
Yes, and hair on his back. It's okay, or is that too much?
Oh no, keep going. Keep going. Let's be specific about what it is that we want.
Obviously, he will be like topless, right?
Obviously, yeah, yes.
None of that white tank top Bruce Willis ridiculousness. We don't
Bruce
want.
Willis is not ridiculous.
We don't want Bruce Willis.
He's old, but he's not ridiculous.
Yeah, but he keeps wearing that black vest, white vest type thing.
Yes, but he can because he's cool. He can do that.
He keeps running around in his grandfather undies type thing.
What?
That's what a white vest is, isn't it? It's
What?
like your grandfather undies. It's like running around in long johns. You know?
Grandfather undies.
Yes. 'Cause people don't really wear white vests anymore under their clothes.
Well, I think it was I think it was a British thing because it was so cold.
Ah.
But
Since when is Bruce Willis British?
well, he's not. I don't think he is.
Well,
Apparently, he
That's
lives.
the point.
I actually thought that I read somewhere that he lived in London.
Falkebers.
What? Falkebers?
Doesn't live in Falkebers.
Nobody famous lives in Falkebers because you just wouldn't.
No?
No,
Oh,
you wouldn't.
why not? Fallbars is a great place to live for Bruce Willis. I think he should move there.
No, you. It just wouldn't work.
But he could wear his vests.
Um, I'm sure he can wear whatever it is that he wants to wear. I'm sure he's got a fine selection of clothes.
You think he lives in London? How come I've never met anybody famous in London? I mean, I was there for so long. At least
They
3
were
months.
avoiding you.
And I never met anybody famous.
Amos.
other than
More
the
famous.
Sheikh of Dubai. I never met anybody else famous.
But that's because they heard about you and they thought, no, we don't want to meet her. And
You think?
I don't think you meet famous people unless you go out and actually sort of try to.
I worked at Poochie's. Poochie had these pictures of famous people on the wall. Like, look, all these famous people had pizza in Poochie's. He had about 3 famous people. I forgot who they were. I've probably never heard of them either. But he was pretty sure they were famous.
Well, there you go.
He was such a motherfucker. Oh my god, I've never seen anybody so fucked up. Well, I probably have, but he was up top there.
Well, that's something that happens, isn't it?
Well, that people are fucked up.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess that happens, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure we can find them everywhere. Look, it's going to be a nice morning.
Uh-huh. Good.
Yeah, which means it's going to be a terrible afternoon.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
There's the weather here runs in a 6-hour cycle. Whatever it is now, 6 hours from now, it will be completely different.
Do you know what was really funny? It was really sunny in the morning yesterday, yeah. Then we went to the beach and it was like cloudy and windy and fucking cold. Excuse my French. And then I went shopping. As soon as I got out to go shopping, it was sunny again. So we managed to be outside in that short window of it not being nice.
Yeah, I can't get out of my head all those people walking onto the beach with surfboards
I know.
in
I
freezing temperatures.
I know. I did say
And
to
why-
Donald that he was crazy, and he didn't seem to. He didn't seem to get it. It was just,
It didn't register because
no, it was like,
he lives in crazy.
why would I be crazy, right? I mean,
He lives in crazy.
I'm just-
He lives in
I'm
Lossiemouth.
doing normal. It's like it's not normal to go surfing when
He
it's
homeschools
10.
his kids. His house is a school.
That's so cool. That is so cool.
He's a surf teacher.
It's so cool because if somebody comes and says, why are your children not in school? He can say, but they are. Because they actually live in school.
Yep.
That's
There you go.
so cool. Why do we have to live in a bank house? Why can't we live in a schoolhouse?
Because if you lived in a school, you'd want to live in a bank.
Oh. I don't want to live in a bank.
That's why. You'd never be satisfied.
I don't like the vibes.
What?
I don't like the vibes.
You probably don't like the vibes anywhere.
Bank doesn't have good vibes.
What?
Bank.
It's got safe, though.
That's true. School probably
It's
doesn't have
not
good
about the
vibes
place,
either.
it's about the people.
What would be a place with good vibes?
A beach somewhere. Hot.
Beach somewhere hot
Yes.
with biker guys.
No.
Oh.
Bora Bora. I don't know. Mauritius. Somewhere in the Caribbean.
Yeah, Caribbean sounds good. Let's go to
Bermuda, Jamaica. Ooh,
let's go to Barbados.
Barbados, man. Yeah. I could live with that.
Yeah,
I could live with that.
cool. Do they have internet connection?
But I don't know, maybe they've probably got coconuts that have got Wi-Fi in them or something. I don't know.
Wi-Fi coconuts. That would be so cool. Wouldn't surprise me at all. Okay, maybe a little bit. Because coconuts are good for everything, right?
Apparently.
You can get sugar, oil, coconut water, coconut flesh, coconut flour. You can make your roof with the coconut leaves.
And then you can eat your roof if you get hungry.
And then you can make coconut paper. You can make coconut. You can build your house out of the coconut trunks.
You can make cups out of the husks of coconuts.
Yes, exactly. You can make a bra out of the coconut shell.
You can, if you cut it in a special way, you can probably make underwear that's relatively comfortable.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, there you go. You can have everything made out of coconut. So why not a coconut Wi-Fi?
Exactly. I don't know, because maybe they use pineapples instead. I don't know. I don't even know where pineapples grow. Where do pineapples grow?
On a pineapple plant.
And where are pineapple plants?
What do you mean where?
Yeah.
On pineapple farms.
And where are the pineapple farms?
Somewhere warm. I don't know. Venezuela. Does anything grow in Venezuela these days? Or is it just a big
revolutions?
Big hole of poverty and
socialism.
And socialism, yeah.
The idea that government is good, even though it's not.
A coconut nut is a big, big nut.
You fucking what now?
It's a song.
What?
A coconut nut.
A song from who? What? Where? I don't remember Aerosmith doing that.
No, it was on YouTube. I don't know who sings it. People sing it on YouTube.
People. What people? Where? Who? How?
If you eat too much, you get very fat. It's a song.
Oh, there's a profound lyric.
So very profound lyrics.
How does it follow? How do they follow that line? What's the next line after that?
A coconut nut is a giant nut, but this delicious nut is not a nut. It's a cocoa fruit. It's a cocoa fruit of the cocoa tree. Of the cocoa tree.
Your taste in
from the
music
coconut family.
Not good.
Yeah.
You remember all the words. How many fucking times did you watch that video? You must have watched it like 1 billion times to know all the
30.
words. What, do you just put it on repeat?
I don't remember all the words. It's got much more words.
Hopefully.
That's just the chorus. The chorus was quite catchy.
I just wanted to know how they followed the line, the coconut nut will make you fat or whatever it was that you said. So feed it to your dog and feed it to your cat or something, I don't know.
No. So, what are we gonna do now?
I don't know, it's just light and bright outside.
What are you doing?
What?
What are you doing? You're playing with your string. It looks like you were playing with something else.
I don't know what they're called. Are they called tassels?
I don't think so. I think you've got tassels on a rug. I think they're just... I think it's a drawstring.
My microphone keeps moving.
I think it's a drawstring.
It keeps dropping down. Oh, yeah. My microphone keeps dropping down away from my face. I don't know, the things that you...
Tie your pants with.
Yeah.
I think it's a string. I think it's just a string.
This is just called string. I'm sure there's some technical name for it. You can't just be like, oh, you know that string that you have on your...
I think it's a drawstring. No?
A drawstring?
Yeah.
Okay.
You have the same stuff here. Is that an actual set?
Yes. I'm wearing a set.
It's an actual... You bought an actual set. Gee. That's weird.
What the fuck is weird about buying clothes that match? What the fuck is weird about that?
I've not. I've not seen that since the 90s. Sorry.
Well, the
That's
nine.
true.
Well, I could just buy things that don't match.
Like a sweatpants and a sweatshirt or whatever you call it that actually come in a set.
What?
I don't know. It's usually they don't sell things that match anymore. I mean, I went on this website and I wanted to have a look at the bikini, but
What? You're in Scotland. What the fuck you need a bikini for?
because I am planning to go swimming in the summer, whether it kills me or not,
Oh, well, it probably will.
it probably will.
It'll be the last time you ever go swimming.
Shut up. There's only sharks in October.
Right, Shark Month. Shark Month. 11 months of the year they have a holiday.
Yeah. In October they come to have a feast, apparently.
On the surfers.
No, the seal babies.
Oh, okay.
They come to eat the seal babies.
Surfers just get in the way.
Yeah, exactly.
The surfboards are too big.
Surfers are too tough. Too true.
No, I can imagine they are. Here.
It must be fucking tough if you go surfing in October.
It just sounds uncomfortable.
Well,
Really uncomfortable.
people here are probably used to that.
There was a girl running around in shorts and t-shirt yesterday, and it was not even 10 degrees.
It was actually 10 degrees.
It fucking well wasn't. I know it said that
Well,
on
my phone
on
said
your
it.
phone, but it
The wind was
definite-
cold though, wasn't it?
the wind made the temperature at least 3 or 4 degrees colder.
Yeah.
Than it said that it was.
Yeah. The real feel was probably 7 or something.
Okay, it might have been 10 degrees if you got above the clouds and closer to the sun. It definitely wasn't 10 degrees on the ground. In shorts and t-shirt, I couldn't believe it. Shorts and t-shirt.
Lossiemouth is beautiful. Why don't we move to Lossiemouth?
Because it says... Can't find a polite phrase. Because it's the end of the universe, and they got it's a military town, for God's sake.
Because Garmouth is not the end of the universe, right? I mean, you can say that about any village around here. Lossiemouth is bigger than Garmouth.
There's even less there, though.
What do you mean less there?
There's less.
How could there be less? They've got a beach.
They've got a large area of sand that people
Go to.
walk their dogs up and down all day.
Well, people walk their dogs up and down all day everywhere.
That's also true. No, I just... It doesn't appeal as much as Barbados to me.
Yeah, but you're not on Barbados. That's the thing. I'm not sure you can go to Barbados without having a visa or a lot of money. Or both.
There must be somebody there who needs our skills.
There's somebody in Czech Republic who needs my skills.
Yeah? Who's that?
Well, the people I work for.
Oh, okay. That's good. That's the Czech Republic, though.
Yeah. But I can do it anywhere.
Well, there you go. You don't have to go there.
No, I don't.
A wide selection of choices.
Do they speak Spanish in Barbados? Ay, 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 ay.
I don't know. I imagine obviously they speak English. Must speak something else.
When you imagine, obviously they speak English.
Well, I listened to some podcasts with people from Barbados, and they all have really good English.
Yeah?
So I imagine
Okay.
that it's maybe it's the first language that they speak there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Let's ask the great God.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Google, what language is in Barbados?
The official languages of Barbados are English, Bajan Creole, and English in Barbados.
There you go. English, Bajan Creole, and
English in Barbados.
English in Barbados, which is obviously different from English.
I would like to speak Bajan Creole.
Somebody was talking about Creole the other day. Was that you?
No.
Somebody mentioned it somewhere.
You know what's really funny? When I work in my work, which I'm not supposed to mention, so I'm not going to mention it.
What, the company that you're not allowed to talk about that
Yes.
you work for? Which
Yes.
is-
Very,
You
very secret. My very, very secret job.
What, you... See, what happens if you have a job interview? What happens if you have a job interview for another job?
Why would I want
In
to
the-
do
in the-
that?
And well, look, I'm theorizing, right? What happens if you have a job interview for another job, and you tell them, well, I did work for a company, but it was top secret, and I can't tell you who I worked for.
I can. I work for Moravia.
No.
Yes. I work for Moravia. It's the agency that has the
And-
project. I just can't mention the project I'm working on.
Can I mention it?
No,
Oh,
you're not supposed to know about it.
I don't. What? Well, like you're doing a job, but no one's supposed to. I think that's pathetic, to be honest. The idea that you can't talk about the work that you're doing is ridiculously retarded, because it doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't matter. Nobody cares, and B, it doesn't matter.
Anyway, so have you noticed how Facebook has the languages? Like you can choose which language you're gonna use on Facebook, right? For your user's interface.
I imagine it does, but I imagine I ignored that because probably has
it's in English.
English as its default.
Oh gosh, this English speaking people's privilege they don't even know they have.
I do, because I said I imagine it has another language, but why would I explore that? Why would you?
Because
Would you
it's
like
fun.
Would you like your English in? Would you like your Facebook in Azbukan? I'm like, what the fuck is that? Something out of Harry Potter? I don't fucking know.
Anyway, so you can have different Englishes, yeah? You can have like the US English and the UK English, and you can have pirate English. And that's not the fun part. The fun part is, imagine there's actually somebody sitting somewhere getting paid for translating Facebook from US English into pirate English. Can you imagine? It must be such a fun job.
But I imagine it wouldn't take very long.
Have you seen the pirate Facebook English?
Arr.
It's so funny. It's like
Me
hoist
hearty.
your sails, mateys.
What does that mean?
I don't know. It's like you know, instead of you've
Open
got
a
a
new
mono-
browser.
instead of you've got a notification, it'll tell you something completely different.
Like what?
Like, there's a message in the bottle, something. I don't know.
And then it'll play a police song. There you go.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Anyway, it must be
would be-
so much fun though. You know, translating into pirate English.
I might.
It's like, what's your job? What's your job? what do you do for a living? I translate Facebook into pirate. Can you imagine?
Yeah, well, it's probably no sillier than race car driver or roofer or tree surgeon
My ears are sore, motherfucker.
or I don't know, a lot of charities that are just weird, basically.
Tree surfer.
What?
I'm not sure those exist.
What are you talking about?
Did you not say tree surfer?
No.
What did you say?
Tree surfer. What the fuck's a tree
I
surfer?
didn't know. That's my question.
I said a tree surgeon,
Oh, surgeon.
not tree surfer.
I was wondering.
Hey man, I surf.
There's
trees.
actually a job,
What?
a tree surgeon. Only it's called gardener.
I know that there are tree surgeons.
They remove branches off
Yeah,
trees.
yeah. This
Yeah.
is.
What's wrong with that? It's an actual
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
science. I mean, I'd
Yeah,
never know
yeah,
how to
but
do that.
What? You just cut the branches.
No, you don't just cut the branches. You have to cut them in a special way so that they actually keep growing. You can't just
Oh, because that's
go
what
and
nature
fucking
does, right?
remove all the branches.
Nature cuts its branches in a special way.
No, nature comes and breaks the tree in half and then it rots and dies. But you're not nature. You're a fucking gardener, so you're trying to make things better, not kill them. And they say, "Oh well, it's just nature. The tree's dead, but that's okay because that's natural. Let's plant new ones." Well, that's grand. It is natural, but it's not gonna make your apples grow, right?
What?
You have to know what
Apples?
you're doing.
You're talking about apple trees.
Yes, obviously. You don't grow apples on coconut palms. I don't think you have to cut coconut palms to get more coconuts.
Well,
As they don't
God
really
got
have
that one right
branches.
then, I suppose.
Yeah. They don't really have branches. Anyway.
Tree surfers. You
Tree
said.
surfers, yeah. That'd be pretty cool.
There's no such thing.
It's what you call squirrels.
What?
Squirrels.
Squirrels are tree surfers.
Yeah. The flying ones, the ones that jump from tree to tree and fly. You know which ones?
The escape artists
The ones that just spread their legs and arms and they just
don't look like squirrels.
people do that sometimes, don't they? They like
What,
jump off a
squirrel?
cliff and
Like-
they've got those it's like a fabric that goes like from their arm to their foot and they just go like that. You know what I mean?
Oh, the
People do that.
wingsuit flying.
Yeah, people do the flying squirrels.
Except it's not really flying; it's falling
Well, yeah.
fast.
Yeah, well, that's what the squirrels do as well. Only they kind of glide, because they're a bit lighter than people, I suppose.
Yeah, it must be must be tough if there's a strong wind.
Must be tough if you're in
They don't
Scotland.
fly, do they? They glide.
Yeah.
And
Well,
flying
obviously.
squirrels would be just weird. They'd probably be flying into everything.
It'd probably be bats, right?
What?
Bats.
No, ugly creatures.
If you were a flying squirrel, you'd just be a bat.
No.
You've got the flying foxes.
What? Foxes don't fly.
The flying foxes.
They don't fly, though.
It's the big bats. They're called flying foxes.
What?
The big bats.
That's like what?
It's like a big bat, and it's called a flying fox. No? I think so. Okay, Google. What's a flying fox?
According to Wikipedia, Pteropus is a genus of bats which are among the largest in the world.
See? Big bat called flying fox.
All right.
My gosh.
But isn't that confusing
No.
to call a bat a fox?
No.
No.
No. Because they already call bats flying mice. So, why not a flying fox?
Because they're more related to mice than foxes.
No, they're not.
No.
They're not rodents.
What?
They're not rodents.
They are marsupials, or what the fuck are they?
No, they're bats.
Well, and that's like a special species.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. They have absolutely zero to do with marsupials. As they don't have pouches in which they carry their babies. I don't believe.
Why does my brain link those two things together?
I don't know. Your brain is strange. And
Wait,
it does
wait,
mysterious things.
No, wait a second. Let me think about this. Okay, Google, are bats marsupials?
On the website Quora.com, they say, bats are not considered marsupials because they aren't marsupials.
There you go, that's your
That's that's a ridiculous answer. Bats are not marsupials because they're not considered to be marsupials. What kind? Oh dear. Is this the level of humanity that we've reached? Is this how far we've come? Houses are not houses are not donkeys because they're not considered to be donkeys. The world is a very strange place. Let me tell you, it is very peculiar. I paused it while you were away.
Oh, okay. So,
The conversation was very one-sided
so
and slightly boring.
bats are not considered marsupials because they're not marsupials.
Apparently not.
That's so funny. It's like,
That seems to be a very good reason, though.
it's like dogs are not considered human
I thought
because
Google
they're
was
not
supposed to
human.
be scientific. I mean, that's just like the least scientific explanation I have ever heard.
Why? I think it's pretty cool. Pretty
What?
obvious.
Well, they're not because they're not considered to be. I mean, that's
That's
like
the other way
that's-
around. They're not
that's-
considered to be because they're not.
What?
They're not considered to be marsupials because they're not marsupials.
But they said they're not because they're not considered to be.
No, it's the other way around.
What?
The other way around.
Was it?
Yeah.
You sure?
They said they're not considered to be marsupials because they're not marsupials.
I said it. I thought it said they're not marsupials because they're not considered to be marsupials. My brain must be playing tricks on me.
Uh-huh.
Okay, Google, are bats marsupials?
On the website Quora.com, they say, bats are not considered marsupials because they aren't marsupials.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go. It is extremely bright and extremely light.
This is so much better.
What's so much better?
The ear thing.
What? Have you fixed your headphones?
I fixed my headphones.
That's grand.
Look.
That's grand. You've stuffed cotton
Pads.
pads behind your ears.
Yes. It's finally. It's nice and soft and it doesn't feel like it's going to remove my earlobes off my head.
I saw this picture the other day of two ears graphically joined together, and it looked like a human heart, and it was a very weird picture. I just didn't show it.
Right. Weird stuff you look at.
No, it was psychological, philosophical, artistic. It was
Right.
very interesting.
How was it psychological?
Well, it was trying to make the point about the connection between the ear and the heart.
Right.
That you need to listen to your heart.
Couldn't have just be a picture of a stethoscope.
No, because it was about the shape of different parts of the human body. And
Did you use stethoscope to listen to your heart?
do you? I don't.
Well,
'Cause I don't have one.
that's what it's for. Zora's got one. She can lend you hers.
She made one.
Uh-huh.
Well, that's kind of cool.
Uh-huh.
Wherever she goes, she's making things.
I know. That's so cool.
It's a bit crazy. At the beach yesterday, she decided to
Build a dam.
build a dam and a channel for the water.
Uh-huh.
And she was going to build it no matter what.
No matter 10 degrees, bare feet in the North Sea type thing, no matter what.
Yes, basically. That was it. That was it. She was hardcore.
Oh yeah. She is hardcore. She's pretty cool actually.
While everyone else was softcore.
Not everyone else. What's her name was barefoot as well.
Yes,
What's her name?
the other girl. I can't remember her name.
I can't remember
There's
her
a lot
name
of
either.
them. I get the names all muddled and mixed.
I should remember her name, but I don't. But I know it. You know, if somebody told me the name, I would know which person they're talking about. It's in my phone. Yeah, Ollie's sister.
She will forever be known as Ollie's sister,
Yeah,
because everyone knows Ollie's name.
because Ollie's got a classic name.
What do you mean a classic name?
It's a classic name.
What, Ollie?
It's Green Arrow.
What?
He's Green Arrow.
He's not Green Arrow, he's Ollie, which is probably
Exactly.
short for Oliver or
Yes,
something.
Oliver Queen, the Green Arrow.
Yeah.
Yes, that's his name.
Ollie is also a skateboarding trick. That's why it's a cool name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
that's they call their son by a skateboarding trick.
yeah, how cool is that?
That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah. They're just one of those cool families that do all the cool stuff.
Yeah, they do all the school stuff. School stuff.
School stuff as well.
Yeah.
Yes. The cool school stuff.
I just love their backyard.
I haven't seen it. I just imagine it's a mess.
Yes, exactly. It's like, imagine the exact opposite of your mum's backyard.
What's something that makes sense?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Something functional rather than aesthetic.
Oh, absolutely. Wait a minute. You see my mother's garden's aesthetic. It's definitely not
Well, it's
aesthetic.
supposed to be.
Yes, but it's not. It doesn't matter what it's supposed to.
Oh, it is. It's okay when things are blooming. It looks nice because you've got flowers blooming in the
What,
garden.
the random wildness of scattered seeds across the garden that produce 1 billion different kinds of plants.
Yeah.
A
I don't mind the chaotic.
collage of...
I don't mind the
colour.
chaotic nature of your mom's garden. It's okay. I mean, of her flower bed, because saying that her garden is chaotic is not quite. It's not quite apt.
What do you mean it's not quite apt?
It's not quite apt. It's very organized.
It's not organised
The
at
only
all.
thing
There's
that's
nothing
chaotic
organised.
is the flower bed.
Which is a large part of the garden.
Yes, but you know what I mean. It's
Well,
not-
no, I just kind of see a mess when I look at it now.
That's because you don't understand it.
I understand it perfectly well. I understand that it's not planned.
So,
So it's mad.
just because something's not planned, it's mad.
No. No. I don't think I quite said that. I just... It's chaotic. It's random. There's no...
It bothers you that
Balance,
there's
there's no
random
symmetry.
flowers in the flower bed.
Sorry?
That there's no symmetry. It bothers you there's no symmetry of flowers in the flower beds.
It bothers me that there's no symmetry in the design of the garden. That nothing matches with anything else.
What do you mean nothing matches
Nothing
with anything
matches
else?
with
I don't
anything
understand what
else.
the lawn doesn't match with the rockery, or I don't understand what you're saying.
Well, that's one thing that's true.
What, the lawn doesn't match with the rockery? How can that even
Well, if you've got bad
make any
design or an
sense?
ugly design, that makes sense.
It's not an ugly design.
It is ugly.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's horribly ugly.
What is?
The way in which everything is laid out. You can't look anywhere without seeing something that shouldn't be there.
Oh, I don't know. Well, okay, if that's how you feel about it, and I suppose that we all have different perceptions of aesthetic.
Yeah, it's a mess. First of all, there's that tree that looks like a hobbit tree
Well, that tree
with
is
plant
quite.
pots nailed to it. I mean, it's
That tree is really weird. That's true.
it
That's
looks
not
like
a
some
very
kind
nice
of.
tree.
It's not a very nice
It's
tree.
not a very nice or alive tree.
Yeah, if I had a power saw, that's the first thing that would go. Would be I'd just like I'd cut that into a table or something. I'm not quite sure what I'd do with it, but there's that. There's the fact that there's weird grass paths that lead nowhere.
What do you mean grass paths that lead nowhere? I don't understand that.
Across the back, and then up the side of where there are vegetables and things.
Well, they obviously lead to the vegetables.
They lead to some of them. Then you've got giant plants that look like aliens have.
Or the artichokes.
Yes, aliens have landed and taken over the garden.
You don't like the artichokes.
Artichokes
aesthetically.
are ugly. They're really ugly.
Yeah, I don't
plants.
think that people plant vegetables for them to look nice. I think people plant vegetables to eat them.
Well, some vegetables look nice. And then look at all those plant pots in front of the front door.
Uh-huh.
The random selection that looks like a blind person went to a jumble sale and just, bought the first things that they didn't see. Right?
It is true that the plant pots in front of the front door are weird. That's very
They're-
true,
they're-
especially as there's nothing growing in them.
Yeah, exactly. They're big, they're ugly, and
Right
there's nothing
now.
growing in them.
Yeah. Although it is only April.
Yeah, then there's that fucking weird plant in the driveway that's just taken over the driveway.
What weird plant in the driveway? I'm not sure what you're talking about.
You didn't see the giant weird fucking plant in the driveway.
The giant weird.
Go over to the window, open it, stick your head out and look left, and you'll see something really strange that shouldn't be there.
Oh, I'll have a look later.
Have a look now.
I know there's those pots hanging on the wall.
Which look like they're set up randomly, and they hang at different heights and different positions.
And every one of them is
there's-
different. With one extremely pink one in the middle.
Yeah, I mean that's the fact that they've been randomly fixed to the wall is just a sign of zero aesthetics. No, seriously, it
bothers your
when I parked the car
cement.
in front of the driveway yesterday, I looked out the window and I was like, oh my god, what is that? It looked like something out of a bad sci-fi film.
Mm.
It's massive. How can you not see it? It's massive.
I guess when you walk past a plant all the time, you don't really notice it as something huge. Because it's always been there.
Maybe.
I like a monkey puzzle tree. Why don't your parents have a monkey puzzle tree
Because it's cool.
in front of the house? When you
Didn't-
live in
wha-
Scotland, you need to have a monkey puzzle tree in
Weren't
front
there
of your
monkey
house.
puzzle trees originally planted in front of the house?
Sorry?
Weren't there originally monkey puzzle trees, or were they a different kind of tree?
Oh, I don't know.
I believe that.
I think they were just some kind of conifers, but I'm not sure if they were
Mhm.
monkey puzzle trees. I don't know, it's your house. You should know that. Not me.
Yeah, but the trees were never there. It was just the stumps of the tree,
Stumps of the trees.
not the actual tree itself.
What is going on there at the back there? It's sore.
Yeah.
I need a deep tissue massage. Do you think I can get there in Elgin? Oh, bloody hell.
Yep, there's probably some biker who'd love to give you one.
Oh, you think so?
Why don't you contact
The
local
international
bikers?
biker bank. Do you think they have that?
I don't know.
We've got bikers for everything.
There's probably a Facebook page like
We've got massage
Bike-
bikers.
Bikers for Massage or something.
We've got bikers for cooking your lunch.
BFM, Bikers for Massage.
Yeah. They could have that. Maybe we could do that. Maybe we could like set up an international biker bank. Not international, just national, just local actually.
What, biker bank? So you
Local biker
borrow,
bank.
Borrow bikers.
Borrow your biker. You can borrow a biker for, it could go from the usual stuff like a hen night striptease type thing, but you could also
Because
have,
everyone loves to watch big bikers do stripteases, right?
yeah.
That's weird.
But you could also have bikers like bikers come cook your dinner, bikers go give you a massage, bikers go fix your sink. Uh, don't read anything into it.
Bikers go fix yours.
Yeah. Dog walking bikers. You could just have bikers for
Pet
everything.
sitting bikers.
Yeah, exactly. Babysitting bikers. Bikers go push your pram. Bikers go mow your lawn. Things like that.
Bikers wash your windows.
You could have accountant bikers as well. It's like you need to do your tax return. You could get a banker for a banker. Jesus Christ. Biker for a tax return.
You can get banker as well.
They're not as cool as bikers. You could have a biker to like give you a lift as well. That would be so cool.
What's this obsession with bikers?
Be an actual biker with a bike.
What's this obsession with bikers suddenly?
Cool obsession.
Suddenly obsessed with bikers.
I'm just playing along with the theme. I'm not really obsessed with bikers.
Yeah. Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure, yes.
You seem to be obsessed with biker massages.
Not really. I just really need the massage.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be a biker.
Just get the kids to jump up and down on you.
No. They do that all the time.
As if you're
Doesn't
a
help.
trampoline.
It doesn't help. Like your mom offering. Oh, I was pretty good at giving massages. I can give you a massage. I don't think that would work. I think her fingers would break in half
Why?
before she could actually push hard enough. I don't think she would have enough strength to give you a proper massage. You need a lot of actual physical strength to do that.
Give an actual massage.
Yes.
I'm falling asleep.
What?
I'm falling asleep doing my own podcast.
That's
in bed.
so boring.
I've bored myself.
You've bored yourself
I've
to
bored
death.
myself to sleep.
You're bored by bikers.
No, it's because it's comfortable here, actually.
How can it be comfortable when you're not sitting on a unicorn?
Because it's warmer inside the bed than outside the bed.
That's true. That's very true. But that's usually true. I mean, I've never heard it being colder inside the bed than outside the bed. Ever, you know.
That's also true. Did you put Jazz back to bed last night?
Yes.
From this bed to the other bed?
Yes.
Okay.
I always do that. Well, not always, but usually. I mean, obviously, as she's not here, that's obviously what happened, right?
Well, I'm just guessing because I was asleep and she came and pressed my nose until I woke up.
It's a wake-up button.
Apparently it is for her. She pressed my nose until I woke up and then insisted on cuddling.
Oh, she's such a cuddler.
She likes cuddles, but then she says, I don't like kisses.
Yeah, she likes cuddles, but she doesn't like kisses. But she doesn't mind kisses from Will.
That's also true. That's also true. But then Will's cool, so there you go.
I went to her the other day. You know when they woke her up accidentally and then they cuddled her and gave her a kiss and closed the door. Well, I went to her later that evening and she didn't really go back to sleep. And I went into the room and she looked at me from her bed and she said, she didn't even tell me that Will cuddled her. She only looked at me and the only thing she said was, and he also gave me a kiss. It was just so sweet. She was so happy.
Yeah, it's nice. It's really nice.
They're really good with each other.
It all fits. It all fits in together.
That's really nice. It's nice. It's nice.
They're all the missing pieces of each other's puzzles. And they all help each other in different ways.
Mm-hmm.
When they get stuck, like Zora hanging out of a tree, or Will in general hurting himself by hitting himself in the head with his own lightsaber, for example.
Yeah. Or Jasmine yesterday, you were shouting at Zora when we were crossing the bridge. You were shouting for Zora, and she was up front, and Jasmine thought that Zora was left at the beach. That's why you were shouting, because she didn't see her up front. And she stopped, and I said, Jazzy, come on, let's go, because I was freezing my ass off. And she said, no! And I'm like, what's up? And she says, I have to go back and get Zora! Oh, they're so good. They take such good care of each other. It's really nice.
They do. Well, it's kind of their mission, right?
Yeah.
Their sort of mission is to look after each other. They're not distracted by the school system of classification and compartmentalization. Much madness happens, that's for sure. Much madness happens.
And Jasmine has a friend. Just really, really sweet.
The girl that she was following yesterday.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's very cool.
Hi, Chelsea.
Is that her name?
Yeah.
She called Chelsea.
Yeah. And Chelsea
It's really
is
strange to name your child after a town.
And Chelsea was...
Like calling your child Liverpool or Manchester or Aberdeen or Fort William or something.
Well, if people can be called Austin.
Bogmoor. Yeah.
If people can be called Austin.
Farquhar.
Or Washington, then...
Sorry?
If people can be called Austin or Washington or whatever.
Yeah, I think they were people before they were actual towns.
Yeah?
That's in Washington after George Washington.
You think that Austin was actually
Yeah, it was named after the wrestler Stone Cold Steve Austin.
No, it wasn't. It was named after...
Urban myth.
It was named after David Cole.
David Cole.
Yeah. That's his middle name. It's David Austin Cole.
Yeah.
Didn't you know that?
How would I know that?
I remember that story. That was the first story he told us. He came to the class and he said, "My name is David Austin Cole because my parents really like the capital of Texas."
Yep. They love Americans. Love their everything, don't they?
Their Americanicity.
Their Americana, their Americanisms. They love it.
Yeah.
They love their country. They love their might. They love the military. They love their freedoms.
They love their hamburgers.
Apparently they do.
They love their
Country music.
yeah.
They love their hip hop.
What else do they love?
They love their cars.
That's true.
They love their Coca-Cola. They
Yeah.
love their weird sports, which don't make any sense to me.
They love their supermarket chains. They love their Walmart.
It's funny that they call them chains. That's it's very interesting. Language relationship.
Well, when you've got little pieces linked together,
Hmm. Yep, absolutely. It
Such
creates
as-
a chain.
such as them subsidiaries of one.
I'm
huge
suddenly
company.
cold.
Are you getting old?
My feet are really cold. I'm just like my feet are actually my feet are under a duvet, 2 blankets, and they're really cold.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe you've got some kind of thyroid problem.
Screw you. I don't have a thyroid problem.
Why would your feet be cold under 2 duvets and 1 blanket?
I don't
or the other
know.
way
I don't
around?
know. Maybe I've got a blood circulation problem. I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me that my feet should be cold. I'm getting cold feet. Bless you.
You're getting cold feet. That's actually funny.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Your honor.
I sneezed.
Be a nice day to go to the beach.
Shut up.
What?
I'm not going to the beach. I was in the beach yesterday.
Sure you were. Getting your feet all sandy.
Yeah, I was. It was really funny because I put my shoes on. Yeah, to go shopping. And I'm like, oh my gosh, there's so much sand in my shoes. I better, tip it out. So I tipped it out. And then I was walking up and down the supermarket and I thought, oh my gosh, there's still so much sand in my shoes. And I got back home and took my shoes off and there was no sand in my shoes, but all the sand was in my socks. I have to tip out my socks. There was a lot of sand in them. It's kind of nice though. It's nice to be walking around and have the beach in your shoes. It's like walking barefoot in the sand. It's like having your little private beach in your shoes. I mean in your socks.
What, are you suggesting that
It's kind of romantic.
people fill their socks with sand?
You know, that might actually be a good idea.
I'm sure it's not. Otherwise, somebody
Just
will...
fill your shoes with sand.
There's a product, sand socks.
Sand shoes. It's even better.
Sand socks.
Feel like walking on the beach.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what I do with my microphone. It attaches itself to my face.
Your beard grabs it.
It doesn't matter what I do with it. It's like I can bend it as far away from me as possible.
Try those
but
cotton buds. My ears feel so good.
I don't have a problem
My
with my ears.
ears
Thank you very much
feel
for the
like-
offer.
You know, my ears feel like they're under the duvet, sleeping sweetly and dreaming about cotton candy.
Your ears are dreaming.
About cotton candy.
That's a weird thing to say.
No, it's a metaphor.
It's a metaphor something. That's for sure.
That house opposite is kind of nice.
What you can't see. What all you can see is a roof.
No, I can see a bit of a wall. It's got something growing on it.
It's got. I like that wall with something growing on it. It's
Yep.
quite nice.
Yeah, I do, actually, I do. It's kinda
Yeah.
nice.
It's nice and it's
I've seen this wonderful house yesterday. We're driving past it and it's kind of covered behind the bushes. But your dad pointed it out to
every
me.
second house is
Your dad pointed it out to me. We were driving from Lawsea down the back road to Garmouth, yeah. And he said, "Oh, apparently that house there is standing empty, and it had some metal stole off the roof, and blah blah whatever. You know, the funny little stories that your dad said tells. But the local news, that house there is not inhabited, and it had its roof stolen, And I looked.
Somebody stole the roof. From the
Yeah,
house.
somebody stole all the lead from the roof, apparently.
What? Lead? That can't be healthy.
It's probably not lead. They probably just call it lead, just like they call the black graphite and pencils lead. Anyway, which is ridiculous because that's not lead, obviously.
Why do they call it lead then?
I don't know. Maybe it used to be lead.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, so your dad goes, oh, it had all the lead stolen off it, and I thought somebody lived in it, but apparently it's empty now. And I looked, and it's a beautiful house. I mean, you can't see it properly through the bushes, obviously, but whatever I could see of it, it's like this colonial style type house, which the top part is bigger than the bottom part. And it's just so nice. It was so I'd like that house, please. Can we have
The
it?
house with no roof.
Yes. We could put
It'd
roof on it.
Be a bit wet, no?
Well, you could put
It
roof
must be
on
quite
it.
destroyed if it's got no roof. I mean, imagine all the water and everything. that's got
Ah,
inside
no,
of it.
no, no, no. I'm pretty sure that it's livable in.
What? No, you want,
Can we
if
it was called
possible.
something. Lechter house.
I'm going to make a wild guess. It was called Luchers.
Lucher's house, maybe, I don't know.
Let's just take a wild guess. I think there's a place called that near here. Anyway, now, you kind of want a new built house rather than an old built house. Because although the old built house is classical, you don't, or it's difficult to update it with all sort of new technologies and modern appliances and everything. Not that everything modern is great, it's just that technology has moved on. Things have
I
improved.
get it. I'm not an idiot. But it's a nice house.
Or maybe it was a nice house. As I said, if parts of the roof have been stolen, I imagine the water's leaked in, and it's probably you probably have to strip it and start from nothing again
It's really disturbing me that you're fiddling with your...
with those things. Can I fiddle? Shall I fiddle with them? Like
Yeah,
this?
it's okay to fiddle with them. Like, it just looks like you're fiddling with something else.
I'm sorry.
I keep imagining that you're doing something else there.
Yeah, I'm sorry. They just happen to be in a
I just have a
fiddleable place.
wild imagination, I suppose.
Fiddling. Look,
Yeah.
I will stop. I'll put my hands behind my head, which means I might actually fall asleep here. But,
Or start fiddling with your neck or something.
sorry?
You can start fiddling with your hair or your neck or your ears or something.
Fiddling with my ears. He's always fiddling with his ears. Really annoying.
It's like jazz.
What? Jazz fiddles with her ears.
No, she fiddles with her hair all the time. It's
Yeah,
like-
but that's when she's going to sleep, though. When she's tired and she wants to go to sleep, she fiddles with her hair.
Yeah. That's how I found her yesterday. She was lying here in the bed fiddling with her hair. And said, Mom. And I said, Jazz, you want to go to your own bed? And she said, yes. Fill this milk. I filled the milk. And by the time I came back, she was already in her own bed.
Dad, will you get milk for me?
So she was already in her bed, so I gave her milk, and she drank the milk. And
That was the second milk.
then I woke up an hour and a half later, found her out of her bed, playing with toys. And I came into the room, and as soon as she saw me, she ran into the bed.
Mm-hmm.
So she was playing with her toys, and talking, and Zora was singing in her bed.
Singing?
Uh,
What was she singing?
I don't know, but she was sitting in her bed, and I go into the room, and I was like, it was after I woke up, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I said, girls, I want to sleep, and I can't, because you're too loud. And Zora said, Mom, can you bring me a snack? And I said, no, good night.
But I bet she said it like Mom, can you bring me a snack? Because she does that kind of
Yeah. Just-
intonation.
Uh-huh. Just a little one. Just a little. No. Aww. a little one. It's not about the fucking size of the snack. It's about the fact that I have to go downstairs into the kitchen and actually think
Well,
about
no,
what
it's a
to
time.
get her.
It's a time because it must have been about midnight or something when you were there.
Well,
No?
when you've woken up from your sleep, you don't actually want to go downstairs and look for a snack for her.
No, I can imagine that you don't.
No, you absolutely don't. Anyway.
It's so bright, it's like the middle of the day.
It is.
It's bizarre. I can see birds on the top of the trees over there. Chirping away.
I'm gonna have to work today because I haven't worked enough yesterday. And before yesterday, I need to catch up.
You didn't get your driving lesson yesterday, did you?
No. No, it's too late.
I'll give you one today. I'll take you down the beach.
Yeah.
Okay, get you driving around in circles.
In circles where?
What?
In the parking lot.
Yeah.
I have to get out in the village.
Yeah, I'll let Dad do that next time. There's lots of time for that.
What?
Well, look, if you can drive around the car park perfectly, I'll take you out of the car park. Right. It's not a problem. I know what I'll do, but we'll get the kids to stand and be cones and you can drive in and out of them.
Crazy. I'm never gonna learn how to park.
Well, it's going to be difficult because then you'll just have to keep driving everywhere and not stop.
Yeah. Parking just looks so intimidating. I mean, how the fuck do you get your car in between two cars without hitting any of them?
Well, how would you solve that problem normally? I mean, it's physics.
Yeah, but you don't know how it's gonna turn out. It's like I never know how it's gonna how the car's actually going to move.
You just have to imagine.
Well, I imagine, but it usually doesn't do what I've imagined.
Are you talking like parallel parking? Or are you talking something
No, I'm
else?
talking like nose parking.
Oh, you just drive straight.
Well, no, because this is the road and this is how you have to park.
Well, you turn a corner then.
Yeah, exactly. But the corner does never go the way I'm envisaging it. I'm like, okay, I'm going to turn and the car's got to do this,
Well,
and the car does this, or it starts sooner.
That's why most people park backwards and not forwards.
Well, because they can't see where the fuck they're going.
Because the
That's the
angle
worst.
of turning the car when you go backwards is sharper than the angle of turning the car when you go forwards.
Oh.
When you go forwards, because imagine, just take an average car, front wheel turning, right?
Mhm.
When your front wheels turn, your back's going a long way.
Are you talking
I mean,
about...
the arc is long.
Yeah, are you talking about reversing or going forward?
Going forward. Right? The arc is long. But when the front wheels are turning and you're going backwards, the arc is short and sharp.
Okay.
Because your pivot point when you go backwards is like the center of this. If you imagine a circle turning, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The back of the car is the center of the circle if you're going backwards.
Mm-hmm.
But it's almost like the front of the car is the center of the circle when you're going forwards.
Mm-hmm. I get it. I do.
That was like the world's worst description of how it is.
No, but I understand what you're saying. But you see, when we were learning this back in Slovakia, we had the cones.
Mm-hmm.
And the woman would tell me exactly, you know, I can't remember anymore because I haven't done it for ages, obviously. But she would just say, "Okay, you see the cones in the back mirror, and as soon as it's like in the plane with your front wheels, that's when you start turning the wheel, or whatever." You know, she'd give me like exact. She was like, if you're trying to get between two things, then you have to wait until this one thing is exactly here, and that's when you start turning the wheel, and that's when it goes. You know, she gave me exact instructions, and they made sense, and they worked. That's what I would need. I would need somebody to tell me, okay, you reverse this far, and as soon as this other car is in the same line as your wherever, your bum, you have to turn the wheel totally. And
Well, it requires a certain amount of intuition as well.
that is not
And
that is not what I need. That is not an exact science type thing.
no, it's not helpful when it's like,
No.
well, parking is just based on intuition.
No, it's like your mother asking, well, what's the recipe for this? And I tell her, oh, well, a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and you know, and then add this and that to taste. It's like, so that doesn't help.
That's how you cook, though, isn't it?
It's how I cook. It's not how everybody cooks. That's how I cook. But your mother doesn't cook like that. Your mother opens a recipe and reads it, and then she does everything exactly as it is in the recipe.
Yes, because heaven forbid that it should be slightly different.
So I need that with driving, you know. And after I've done that for 10 years, then I'll be able to do the little bit of this and a little bit of that, and then use my intuition.
That's the way that it works, I suppose.
That's why I have to find myself an instructor. I guess a real instructor is gonna instruct me and help me with that.
Good luck with that.
Yeah. I'll manage.
I am sure you will. Is our do we have to go for that lunch outing thing tomorrow?
Yes.
I'm not looking forward to that.
Well, stay home.
I have no problem staying at home. Just other people would have a problem with it.
Nobody would have a problem.
Yes, they would.
Look, if the choice is you staying home and everybody going and enjoying ourselves, and the alternative to that is you coming, being miserable, bitching about it, and everybody being miserable because you're being miserable, then my choice would be the first option. Okay? Nothing against you. I'm just saying.
Yeah, you're also creating a complete fantasy situation, because you know that I would not make everybody miserable. You know that, right?
I also
You must know that.
I also know that we would be going and you'd be telling me that, oh, this is fucking ridiculous. Oh, fucking hell. Oh, what a fucking pain in the ass. You
But
know?
what's wrong with being honest? You don't like honesty suddenly?
No, I'm just saying that it's better to. Why shouldn't everybody be happy? Why shouldn't you be happy as well? If you want to stay home.
Yeah, because it's other people that will make things difficult for me as well.
I think you're making that up.
Oh,
Yes?
someone's awake.
Come here, join us in bed.
Jazz.
Come
coming
have
in?
a cuddle.
Morning, Jazz. Can you
Hi.
close the door? Thank you.
Hi, baby.
Good job.
Come on.
Good job.
Give us a cuddle in bed. Come on. You want to go down here in the middle?
Someone's wide awake this morning.
Atta girl.
She's an early riser.
Early bird gets the worm.
Mommy, it's not a strawberry jam.
You've got strawberry jam with you.
Yeah.
Everybody loves strawberry jam.
Yeah, it's a great name for a dog as well.
If we had a real dog, I'm sure we would call him Strawberry Jam.
Yep. I think that's probably an apt name for a dog.
Maybe we should have a turtle and call it Strawberry Jam. Oh, hey, there's this reptile house. We have to go and explore.
Where?
Somewhere near, I think somebody said somewhere near Aberdeen.
It's miles away.
I saw miles
It's like
away.
saying it's near the Bahamas.
That's only an hour drive.
Yep.
And apparently it's a place that's like a zoo, but
Mhm.
only with reptiles. And apparently they also do adoptions.
Okay.
You can actually buy a reptile there. So we could actually like buy a tortoise. But apparently they're very careful with who they give the reptiles to adopt.
Yeah.
So
I wouldn't give one to you.
sharp. So they would probably come over and also do like a domestic check type thing.
What? They do a domestic check?
Yes, they do domestic check.
For
to
what? What are they checking for?
Well, whether you have a good terrarium for the reptile to help you out with, you have to have it like certain temperature, I think, and
You don't need a reptile. You think you'd get? You think a fucking reptile would be warmer in this house than the people who live here?
well, yes, if you get a lamp for the terrarium.
If I'd fucking get a giant terrarium and I'd climb inside it myself
Yeah,
so that I'd stay warm.
with the reptile.
With the reptile, absolutely. Me and the reptile would have.
Hi, Strawberry Jam.
There'd be a hot rock and I'd sit on the hot rock.
Anyway, wouldn't that be so cool? Going to the reptile place and getting a reptile.
I did suggest going to Aberdeen for a day.
You did. I have to find it on my phone because I wrote it down. Somebody told me about it. It was the girl who brought the snake skin, because they're kind of reptile obsessed, and they had like lizards and snakes at home and stuff. So we could check it out. We could totally check it out.
We could. Like I said, I fancied day in Aberdeen, and yeah, maybe we could do that. Oh, yeah, why not? I mean,
Yeah.
it's cool. Although it's quite a way to go to get to like a reptile house there, and you know my thoughts about driving. It's like the longer the drive, just the bigger the hassle everything is, and I like being in places. It's just spending a large amount of time in cars.
That's okay. By that time, I'll know how to drive.
Frustrating for me.
I'll be able to drive us.
Okay, says me. Okay, not knowing what else to say. Okay, that's fine, I suppose. Jazz, what would you like to do today?
To go to the library?
Story time? She just wants to cuddle.
Oh, I love cuddles.
She just wants to cuddle. There you go. Do you have any library books that we have to return?
I'm sure we do.
And I love your stars.
Yes, Mummy's covered in
The
stars.
Nova comic, no?
Yeah, is it called Nova? I can't remember what it's called.
I think so.
Something like that.
Yeah.
It is
Yeah?
cold, Nova.
Okay, well that's
And he's got the Terry Diddy myths, the Greek myths, but I don't think he's read them yet, because he's just been going through the series of unfortunate events.
That's cool. You have to get those books to make up the series
Mm-hmm.
before they become not available anymore. I think we should take advantage of the nice weather today.
Yeah?
Yeah. If it stays nice.
You know it's still fucking cold though, right?
Look, in this, that's because it's the time of the day. If you notice that the temperature increases between 10 o'clock and 12 o'clock.
I know
Yeah.
it does, I know it does.
And it's usually, if you're in the sun, it's usually relatively warm after that. So we should do something about that.
Ah.
We should do all of those things.
Hey.
Right.
Tickles.
I think everyone should just cuddle.
They're tickling me.
I think we should finish, and I think everyone should just cuddle in bed. That's my
Yeah.
solution to everything. No, we don't have to.
It's okay, I like cuddling, but what are you going to cuddle? Because I'm going to be cuddling Jazz.
I'm going to be cuddling Jazz.
No, I'm going to be
I'm
cuddling
going to be
Jazz.
cuddling Jazz. I said it first.
Jazz.
No, let's not make our life confusing. We want to cuddle you. Is that okay? She's going to go like, I don't want to cuddle, Dad.
Dad farts all day.
I don't fart all day, do I?
Does Dad fart all day?
No, he doesn't.
No, you see,
Okay.
you see. Dad
That's
does
good.
not do that. Secrets of family life. Dad farts all day. There we go.
Okay.
Um,
Bye bye.
that's it.
Let's
Say
go.
bye. Say bye. Bye bye.
She's not saying bye, she's saying hello.
There you go. Still can't believe how bright it is. There we go.